Well, as you know, former President Yahya Jammeh made a serious allegation regarding the country's oil potential and that he went further to state that President Adama Barrow and some members of the government or the coalition government are benefiting from the country's oil revenue, that is after they allow Senegal to steal our oil. Now, President Adama Barrow had the opportunity with a live audience where he also lashed out at former President Yahya Jammeh, and this was an opportunity for him also to woo the electorate for 2026. So, as you know, the battle has just begun. President Adama Barrow waited for the right moment to strike, banking on the support of this influential group, Tabital Pulaagu, which was at some point aligned to Mama Kande's GDC.
President Barrow President Barrow ko mi wattante laamuji goɗɗi njalani mata fundal dolɓe e muloji ñonna pour men mujja essence o Gambia hoto heɓe essence pour nga Gambia lawa essence o suuna e Gambia manque essence o la hay ko gandanɗa ko a ɗaaniɗo ta ko a koyɗo hay koyɗal magal a yeddal koygol ngo ako momo e Gambia iɓe sigoji haɗa tani ɓe sigolale ila sigoji fan iɓa sosona.
If there is anything Jammeh had in common with Barrow in theory, is the dream of transforming the country to the Dubai of the region using the revenue generated from the Gambia's oil potential. The United Arab Emirates, a small nation which was poor several years ago, has an enviable infrastructure and impressive economic lifeline thanks to its oil revenue it has generated over the years. But Barrow questioned the wisdom of the former president Yahya Jammeh and even went short of describing Jammeh as a dreamer.
Because we are small countries, but I didn't know that there are such massive gas and they are exploiting, we are not exploiting. But the good thing is that by the time we start, they would have exhausted their ideas and then we will emerge as a new base. So, but these resources, we the African leaders deprive our people from benefiting from them. This is the problem. Because if they come and give you 5% and tell you how much the president is going to get annually and start, oh yeah, you'll be able to person. Yes.
Wallahi nyande fof kemmi essence der Gambia. Wallahi ni ngay santo soto lumolu Gambia jam. Gambia ko Dubai wonta kono Gambia wata no.
One thing is clear, the government of Adama Barrow may not be too keen to announce to the nation about the oil potential. The media, though, ran with the story.
The results of the Samo well are going to give us a new data point in the basin that is going to help us better place the next well we drill. We have to keep reminding ourselves that we've got 5 billion barrels of oil in place to just 20 kilometres to the north in the SNE field, and it's highly unlikely that with such a prolific oil-generating source rock that we're only going to have one working trap. And what's encouraging for us is that we did see some hydrocarbon shows in the well, and we'll be taking that data now and reworking our geological model. But we do have to keep reminding ourselves that we've got a lot of other prospects to get on with in the A2 and A5 blocks.
And we did notice you have a 6-month extension. What will you do in that time?
So the 6-month extension gives us until June, end of June next year, before we need to make up our minds about continuing into the next phase of the licence. And of course, we've got a lot of work to do integrating these well results, which are highly important. So one of the key things about this part of the basin is that the geology sitting above the reservoir is highly complex. We found that when we drilled the initial SNE discoveries. So we've found that again in Samo. So we've got a lot of work to do in terms of integrating the geological results we got from Samo into our. I have to say that from the first day we looked at Gambia through to what we forecast will be the wash-up after we've drilled this well, FAR will have invested $1 million Australian dollars. And I think that any company would have paid $1 million to drill an 800 million barrel prospect. And in fact, it's exactly what our shareholders want us to do, capture these type of opportunities and get paid to drill them.
Speaking of your shareholders, do you feel that the market reaction has been an overreaction? It does seem like you're saying a lot of positive things.
Yes, well, unfortunately, timing is everything in this business. And on Friday, when we made our announcement, it coincided with a drop in the oil price globally, and that's been continuing for the last few days. So we've really had a double whammy. We still have our fantastic SNE.
This is why some people are not convinced that there is no oil just yet in the Gambia. For now, only time will tell.
Though we will not compete to build the highest skyscrapers, we will be contented with iconic physical infrastructure that will massively benefit all Gambians. We will ensure the highest quality in the provision and delivery of public services. We will further build more universities in addition to the UTG, to include specialized institutions in medicine, agriculture, science, technology, engineering, and others.
kono noon mi sikku koɓe duwantoɓe kam mbaɗa ñaamira eɓe duwala ke kañƴini kono si duwa o jaabima mbaɗa duwañi gabeta président Barrow heeɓi essence e nder leydi Barrow yañi essence soto gabbiyata ɓe jahat ha ɓe maaya ɓe kepta laamu e nder leydi kala fo yoppa e kañum macca funda soto sabu golle ko gollanmi ko ɓay ɓeddo ko men kela jam kamɓe timɓe cuusna yaltude e leydi fodde haajila kam kala saare nde ɓe jeeyi ɓe ndiwete e nder mo saare kono noon neɗɗo jaaɗo ha anda ko waɗata barni motata fo amara ka mumeke ko ɗi haalaji siifa o haala kani haalaji ni mbiyam sifalle gonni kono min ko hunde wotere mbiyam mi Gambian naaɓe akote ɓe kukinile fula Gambian koni hunde wotere kalnami tabital pula akote pulaagu fula tabital pulaagu no en nangodir gonen nene goto baba goto alga ñoo mutanga teke bakiri fakiri si en nangodiri e goni hunde wotere ɗiga ñoo mutan ko ɓe keta kukili en keɓat doole kala ko jiɗɗen mbawi ɗum wadde e nder ndi leydi nde sebo sotolale laftakuwokulamma kelale Gambia kono si naafigaɓe natti hakkude meɗen mbarninna sotol ɗum tan tema enen fof en nimsat ha ma en tawa eɗen nimsi tel ɓeɓe nimsata koma fa a tasatande fulawonisono ɗum noon mi yiɗa mi leydi nimsa aɗum malla fi Gambia nimsa miɗo faala ɗo e mi gaynude président ya lafta jannimɓenɗa président ya bulala mi golla golle ɗe ganduɗa duuɓi temedere hay somi yiwi Gambia ta ɗum ɗon no haale nder Gambia mbela fatto fole kala Gambia tan ne sanji keme ñaato hadi ɗum wultaya mbeddana o kurgo kura ɗum noon mi yii wondema andu ŋaaje ko yimɓe ɓe no nanngani kam moolo yamuta en min mi ala marchandise ko Gambianaɓe woni marchandise am te marchandise ɗe ɓulu Gambian golle mum na marchandise min mi ala golle ko golle Gambianaɓe gollanmi do kutette ɓulu Gambian golle do kom mi ala haaju o haaju sona Gambianaɓe ko ɗum woni haaju am haaju te ɓulu namanke Gambian golla haaju ɗum noon kala ko kemmi kala ko koccitimi ha kala ɗo woni kala ko kemmi ko mami adda ɗum nder Gambia ɗo menna yaayo menna ni nga fofu soso ni menna pesoro menna ni nga pesoro soso manata Gambia ko ni wonani woni président folo moɗon ndi de manque Gambia la président folo ndi président ɓe yawtino ɗo président o do tambita jande kono ko jiiɗon joni ko ndaw meeɗi ɗum yiide bari ari am ɓe sa foatene o jadol jamma hay o el arar mo gonmi ɗo o hani ele arar damen ɓe jeeyi laaɓi ɗi gollami el arar ɗo silon men ne dow ko ele arar dak miɗo golla ɗo over 200 kilometers na 200 kilometers ma dow ko kanja sa ɓeti on 200 kilometers yaw kilometers keme fulante wayno iwgol ɗo yeehi ha koyna ne wala ko tata ko koyna ko wona muɗum gollami ne nder el arar ɗo ando a sifa ɗowle dow ko kan ele arar ko kanja kiyan wes miɗo golloto almost 100 kilometers nde kilo keme dow ko kanje fana kabada miɗo golloto 102 kilometers nde kilo keme ani kilo fulan dow ko kanje fana min nde garannomi Gambia nde ɓenna kam Gambia jam laawol ngol fuɗɗi Banjul le jogo slogan adamta Banjul ngol haaɗi Basse adamta Basse.
Well, thank you very much. This is where we draw the curtain for this special episode of our program. We hope you keep watching, subscribe, like, and give us constructive criticism as we move to the next chapter of our journey. My name is Adama Barrow.